Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Q Lip English, your cozy place to talk about real life in simple English.
And I'm Michael. Hi, Olivia. You seem a little quiet today. Are you okay?
Honestly, I've been feeling really burnt out lately, and I thought it might actually be a great topic for today.
That's actually perfect timing because burnout is something so many people deal with but rarely talk about openly.
Exactly. So today, we're talking about burnout, how to recognize it, describe it, and talk about it in simple English.
Let's start with the basics. Olivia, how would you describe burnout in your own words?
For me, burnout feels like being tired, but not the kind of tired that sleep fixes.
That's such an honest way to put it. I'd say it's when even small tasks start feeling overwhelming.
We can say, I feel completely drained, or I feel burnt out. Very simple, direct phrases.
Right. Or, I'm running on empty. That one honestly describes it perfectly sometimes.
Let's talk about the early signs of burnout now, before it becomes overwhelming.
What was one of the first signs for you, Olivia?
Honestly, I started feeling irritated over really small things that normally wouldn't bother me at all.
I noticed something similar. I lost motivation for things I usually enjoy doing.
I've been feeling irritated lately, or I've lost interest in are useful phrases here.
Definitely. Recognizing these small signs early really does make a difference.
Let's talk about the causes of burnout now, since they're different for everyone.
What do you think caused your burnout recently, Olivia?
Honestly, too many responsibilities at once without enough time to actually rest.
For me, it's usually saying yes to too many things and not setting boundaries.
It's caused by, or it comes from, work well when explaining the reason behind it.
Exactly. And just naming the cause honestly already feels like a small relief.
Now, let's talk about how burnout affects daily life, beyond just feeling tired.
How has burnout affected your daily routine, Olivia?
Honestly, I've been sleeping poorly, and even simple decisions feel exhausting lately.
I've noticed I'm more forgetful than usual, and I lose focus really easily.
It's been affecting is such a useful structure for describing these real effects.
It really is, and these physical and mental effects are honestly more common than people realize.
Let's talk about recognizing burnout in others now, since it's not always about ourselves.
How can you tell when a friend or coworker might be burnt out?
Usually, they seem unusually quiet, or they start avoiding things they normally enjoy.
I've noticed people becoming more short-tempered too, even over small things.
We can say, they seem really drained lately, or they haven't seemed like themselves.
These observations often open the door to a really important, caring conversation.
Now, let's talk about small steps to recover from burnout. Nothing extreme, just realistic.
What's one small thing that's actually helped you recently, Olivia?
Honestly, just saying no to one extra task made a surprisingly big difference.
For me, taking short breaks without my phone really helped reset my mind.
Exactly. Patience with yourself is honestly part of the recovery process itself. Let's finish with a full, natural conversation combining everything we discussed today.
So, Olivia, how have you really been feeling lately?
Honestly, I've been feeling burnt out, mostly from too many responsibilities at once.
I'm sorry to hear that. What's been the hardest part?
Probably how exhausted I feel even after resting. It's been affecting my sleep, too.
That sounds really difficult. Has anything helped so far?
Actually, yes. Saying no to extra tasks made a real difference this week.
That's a great step. Have you talked to anyone else about it?
I have, actually, and honestly, just talking about it already feels like progress.
I'm really proud of you for being open about it.
Thank you. That honestly means a lot to hear.
See how naturally that conversation flowed using exactly the phrases we practiced today?
That's the whole point. Real language for a real important topic.
Let me share something real. I had a student named Layla who felt completely exhausted for months, but didn't have the English words to explain it, even to close friends.
We practice these exact phrases together. I feel drained. It's affecting my sleep. One thing that's helped is...
Within a few sessions, she told me she finally opened up to a friend in English using almost exactly these words.
She said just having the right words made the conversation feel possible instead of impossible.
That's the real power of language, giving you the tools to express something real.
So here's your challenge. If you've ever felt burnt out, try describing it out loud today, using one phrase from this episode.
Comment below and tell us one small thing that's helped you recover from burnout or stress in general.
If this helped you, please like this video, subscribe to Clip English, and join us for more real conversations.
Speaking of what's next, in our next episode, we're doing Talk About Setting Boundaries in English, Easy English Conversation, building directly on today's discussion.
Thank you so much for sharing this honest conversation with us today.
See you next time. Bye.